Hello guys, hope that you are doing well. So to cut a long story short, today I'm going to talk about royal grade materials. Simply put, royal grade materials in perfumery are materials that are fit to be used for royal families, like musk or ambergris. Royal oud oils that come from vaults of sultans and kings, and it's different. It's a royal material because it was coming through a royal family. So you have to differentiate between two things. A royal grade material is a material that is fit for a royal family. They may not have it, may have not come through a royal family, but it is fit for a royal family. And these kinds of ouds which come from a royal family. Why am I talking about that? Quite simply because I'm just fed up about hearing nonsense about the connections that some people have to that king or that sultan. Or nobody has a direct connection, but everybody knows someone who knows someone who knows someone. If somebody met some of these guys from the royal families, they don't have the permission or the right to say that we met that guy and he gave us that and that and that. And if anybody has some kind of logic in their minds, it's easy to know why it's not allowed or permissible, because these kinds of things are not going to be approved by the guys who have the security protocols for such royalties. All right? So if Rojadov makes a perfume for the king or the Queen of England, you won't know that. All right? If Henry Jacques makes something for the French presidency to gift to the Sultan of Oman when he visits France, you won't know that. Okay? Why? Because there are security protocols that prevent that. Let alone someone bragging about knowing that and going to that place, in that place, meeting with that royal family in that place. Utter nonsense. Anyways, royal materials are available for everyone who just keeps looking, but they're expensive materials, right? You don't expect to get these materials cheaply. They're expensive materials. Royal grade oils, oud oils, and these are the most important point I want to talk about today, do not come from current types of trees of agar wood that you can find. You cannot find such ouds again. These ouds have been distilled and aging for decades. You cannot distill these ouds today because the qualities of the trees that went into distilling these ouds is simply not present anymore. You cannot. No matter how good you're a distiller, you cannot. And the cost will be inhibiting, and there will be sort of self-fulfilling prophecy of failure if you try to use mediocre woods to create good oils. It's not gonna happen. But also what's not gonna happen is that you're not gonna find the same quality woods, and if you do, they're gonna be too expensive to distill. And if you get some of these woods and distill with more common woods, like is being done by some people, and okay, you're gonna get somehow a nice oil. But people who never tried royal oils will never know how good these oils used to smell in comparison to the mediocre types of oud oils that exist nowadays. Last but not least, there is a certain thing that comes in distillation, which is called, let me try to phrase it in a good way. When you do something, you always need to keep into account the costs and inhibiting factors, right? Certain woods like Kinam woods, Kiara woods, when you distill these oils, you are already doing something that is extremely not going to work on a mass scale, and also not going to be that good. Sometimes it's better to burn Chiara than turn it into oil. So the name Kenam and Chiara are it's not the best to distill them into oils, because simply the costs will be ridiculously high. So after one point, there will be diminishing returns from going beyond a certain grade of oil. All of these oils come from sinking grade oils, which are really very strong, resinous, highly resonated oils, decades old oils, and centuries, sometimes at centuries and decades aged trees. But when you speak about Kenam or Chiara, maybe some people did distill parts of Chiara in other oils and media and so on. But pure Chiara oils, somebody attempted it in the US, but look at the cost, right? It was very expensive, which is understandable, right? So, just so you know, I'm talking about these kinds of things just to make, or just to give you an idea about what is Kenam, what is Chiara, what's royal grade materials, and so on and so forth. And by the way, some people who are private collectors sometimes have better materials than any royalty have. Like there was this guy in Hong Kong who bought Deer Musk Absolute, 1 kilogram of it to be exact. It's documented in Anya King's book about musk. So you're talking about a guy who bought 1 kilogram of perfumery material for close to $1 million, $750,000 of a dollar. So to conclude the video, in order not to seem like I'm just talking right and left here and there, in order to know and learn about royal grade materials, you need to start learning about that thing that you are talking about. If you're talking about ambergris, about musk, about oud, you need to learn about it. You need to try different types of musk, different types of ambergris, different types of agar wood. Eventually you will accumulate knowledge and expand in your knowledge to know that that is royal, that's semi-royal, that's really good, that can be classified as royal, and so on and so forth. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and looking forward to presenting you with the next video soon. Thank you so much.